This is the story of a man named Steve. Steve is a friendly neighbor and a normal person in all accounts of the word. Usually, his neighbors come over to his house every Tuesday for a lovely dinner, but for some reason they never came. A week later, and still nothing, then one night, Steve decided to check up on the neighbor's mansion that appeared to be abandoned, a night that Steve will never forget. Steve, after being frightened, walked to the room on his left. This was not the correct way to the exit, and Steve knew perfectly well the layout of the mansion. Perhaps he wanted to search for more clues to the missing neighbors. As he entered the lounge room, Steve eagerly took the next door on his left. As he entered the lounge room, Steve eagerly took the next door on his left. As he entered the lounge room, Steve eagerly took the next door on his left. Steve was so bad at following directions. It's surprising he hasn't been killed off already. Surely that weird creature or thing won't. Steve, after being frightened, walked to the room on his left. After seeing that terrible creature or thing, Steve decided to try and escape this godforsaken place. Scared and shocked, Steve began looking for a way to get into the next room. With the door being locked, the owners always kept the key hidden on the bookshelf beside the television. But of course, Steve couldn't possibly have known this. Time was of the essence, but Steve decided that clicking random objects and searching for clues was much more interesting than escaping the mansion. If only he knew the key was hidden on the bookshelf beside the television. The moment he entered the kitchen, Steve knew exiting to the backyard was the best course of action. Stepping outside, Steve's heart was racing, fully knowing that all he had to do was walk to the left side gate, and then at last, he would be free. Running towards the side gate, Steve heard the terrible screams of the entity inside the mansion, getting ever so closer to him. Run, Steve. Run. You are so close now. At last, Steve had made it his short but last ever experience to be had at that mansion. He began walking back home. Steve began pondering whatever happened to his neighbors. Was the creature one of them? Did the creature consume them? As he got further away, he realized none of that mattered to him, for it was only happiness he truly cared about.